afternoon to you all, and welcome to Dartmouth Memorial Stadium today, where we have a heck of a good matchup today between the Durfee Hilltoppers going into town to face off against the Dartmouth Indians. Ben Smith on the call for you guys today, and so far this year, Dartmouth at a 7-5 record. They haven't played in over a week now, so they're back in action today. Their last game was against Apponequet, where they took the loss to that one, 2-1 in that. Along with that, Durfee 4-8-1 on the year. Both teams clashed out and faced off against each other earlier in the year. On September 19th, Dartmouth taking the victory in that one, 2-zip. The Indians are trying to hopefully pull off a sweep against the Hilltoppers. I was able to speak to Coach today. They're along with their goalkeeper, Jalen Montero, who just joined soccer this season and has been really solid for the Durfee Hilltoppers as well. For the Indian side, they'll be without Gabby Montez and Aubrey D'Souza today. Aubrey is out with the sprained ankle, and Montez is out today. So, between the pipes, it will be Catherine Cheesebro, who has played in numerous games so far. Her first game as goalie was October 1st, and now she's continuing her run as the goalie for this Indian team. Haley Zexter is giving a little bit of motivation for the Indian side right now. I was able to talk to Coach today, and they're fired up for this game. Coach Boudria. It's a bit cold, but the cold's not going to let them down today. Both sides look like they're all warmed up already, and they're up and running to go. It's 56 degrees right now, and it feels like 48 with all the wind chill going on. The high is 57. You know what's crazy is that this week has been really, really cold, but it wants me to ask my parents to turn on the heater in the house, but next week it's going to be 70s and 60s next week, so it's not a good idea to turn on the heater just yet. You gotta wait till November 1st. That's what goes down in the house sometimes. So, although despite the wind chill, we still got a nice day out today. With the sun being out, it's partly cloudy, and you expect by 5:59 the sunset today. So, if we end up playing on here, you'll probably catch a glimpse of the sunset as well. Winds are northwest right now. $12 miles an hour. Actually, northeast. So the Indians decide to go on the other side, so the wind doesn't use a big factor in them so far, just to start off this game. And we are underway from the stadium as Durfee will take over possession. Let's read the starting lineups for both teams. Number 5, Abigail Saunders. She's a captain as well. Captain number 15, Rachel Sylvia. Captain number 13, Caitlin Kudu. Number 14, Katarina Rumsey. Number 7, Ava Gilmet. Number 8, Alana Braga. Number 11, Ava Bessie. And captain number 18, Madeline Hargraves. Goalkeeper number 1, Jayla Montero. Number 20, Presley Yentz. And number 12, Mia Costa. The head coach is Hayden Tavares. Now the Indians. Number 3, junior Aviana Andrade. Number 21, senior Remy Barber. Number 11, senior Katie Caniff, captain. Both Remy and Katie are captains. Captain number 8, Catherine Cheesebro, the goalie. Number 24, Megan De Silva. Number 13, Ava Fernandez. Number 15, Ava Michelle Fraga. Number 9, Leah Nunes. Number 12, number 9, Jade Winters. And number 6, Haley Zexter. 12 is Leah Nunes. Correction there. The head coach is Scott Boudria and assisted by Nicole Seamus. That ball will roll out of the zone there, and the Indians will throw it in. Down the field they go. Hargraves and out of bounds. A turnover for the Indians. They're going to throw it in. Zexter regains it back. Tries to go for the shot, but no good there. So it's going to be a goal kick here. Alana Braga will kick it. By the way, folks, just to make it clear, Alana Braga is actually my cousin. So I'm trying to be two-sided here. I'm not trying to be one-sided, She's one of my favorite cousins for sure. And she's played soccer for most of her life, and she continues to be she's a referee for Fall River Youth League for my other cousin, Jackson. It's tied between both of them as my favorite cousins, so. Ooh, got away with the handball there. Down the field they go. And it's stolen away there by Presley Yentz. Yentz will pass it over near field to Mia Costa. And kicked out of bounds there by Ava Michelle Fraga. Stolen away by Barber. Barber trying to pass it over to Fernandez down the near field. Here she goes. She chases it down. Fernandez over to Andrade. Andrade try to clear it out. Now to Barber. Barber sets and shoots through the uprights. There. Great shot there by Barber. Let's look at an instant replay here. Barber, great set, great shot. Just a little bit too wide for her. When you're so wide open like that, you just got to go for the shot there. And you got to give credit where credit is due when you got that read. Braga for the goal kick. De Silva. Down the near field they go. Leah Nunes along with Braga trying to steal that one away. Kicked away. Braga. Ooh! And it's taken away there. Now to the near end, and Cheesebro will scoop it up. Great shot opportunity there by number 18, Madeline Hargraves. To Hathaway. Hathaway back out to Zexter, and it's stolen away by Ava Gilmet. And Cheesebro will scoop that one up once again for the Indians. Cheesebro will drop kick it. Taken away. Down the near field, Durfee on the attack. The shot. And gloved underneath there for Cheesebro again. Android. Try to chase that one down. And it will be kicked out of bounds there, and Durfee will throw it in. This is number 11, Eva Bessie. Let's look at an instant replay of Cheesebro's save on the attack. Gloved it down. She lost it for a second, but great way to maintain and keep possession of the ball. De Silva tries to catch up to it. Kicked away there by Barber. Nunes. Here she goes. Down the field. And it's over to Andrade. Andrade, shot opportunity! And it's missed there, but like it's scooped up. Rachel Sylvia scooped it up for the for the Hilltoppers. Let's look at an instant replay there. Oh, just a little bit. Ooh, she had it. Great execution there. Just unable to get that shot in that time around. Here's Nunes down the field. She goes. Braga kicks that one away, and a throw in here for the Indians. Deflected. Hathaway will come in and we'll kick it out of play there. Boys soccer today is at Durfee as well. Evan Massoud is on that call for Fall River's Fred TV channel. And last time they played, it was a last-minute thriller for Durfee, where they took the victory in the final 5 minutes. They didn't take the victory, but they tied with Dartmouth in the final 5 minutes. Dartmouth, Landon Raposa scored in the last 19 minutes, and then 14 minutes later, Durfee scored. And then that's going to be a good one today, too, at Durfee. Durfee is such a powerhouse team as well. And you got to give credit where credit is due to these girls, too. last year they were the SEC champions for the old SEC, which is now Bridgewater, Raynham, and Dartmouth. Next year it's going to be Barnstable, Dartmouth, and Bridgewater, Raynham. Now Durfee's in the Big Three conference, which is New Bedford, Brockton, and Durfee. They're back into that conference. They left in 2019, and then they didn't leave, but they merged with Dartmouth and Bridgewater Raynham back in 2019 to form the big Southeast Conference. Indians were Southeast Conference champs back in 2021. I think 2022 as well. They'll clear it down the field here. It's going to be off of... Ooh, slips up there. I thought that was a foul for sure. And it's saved there by Montero. What's going to be crazy about this Southeast Conference, now that it's two teams, Dartmouth already, the boys soccer clinched the conference championship. Dartmouth lost to Bridgewater Raynham, and I guess they're playing them eventually soon. I think it's their next game. One of their next games they're going to play. Tomorrow they play at Greater New Bedford Volk. But in girls basketball, that's going to be a real great matchup. It's like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and John Cena. WrestleMania 28 vibes right there. I'm a big wrestling guy. I don't know if you guys knew that, but like I'm a big wrestling guy. I would love to commentate WWE one day. Slams him to the ground. Also, I would love to do boxing too at the same time. And they're gonna call a push off there. It's gonna be Durfee's ball. Let's look at an instant replay here. I think it's a good call. Yeah, it shoved him from the back. Shoved her, correction. Throwing from Hathaway off of De Silva. Scooped up by Hathaway. Stolen away there. Down the field they go. It's O'Neal trying to catch up. She doesn't catch up to that one. Great execution. It'll be a goal kick here for Durfee. Oh, it's actually going to be a corner. Calling it over. And Rosenberg catching up. Stolen away by Fraga. And it's stolen away there from Durfee. Down the field, it's Abigail Saunders. De Silva trying to chase her down. From behind. Ooh, critical play. And Rosenberg. And it's lost and scooped up from the Indians. Back and forth battle. Deep in enemy territory now. Ooh. O'Neal megs the defender, kicks it out of the zone. And off the chin of O'Neal. We'll have a substitution change. It will be Ella Farias going in for Presley Yentz. So a timeout has been called on the field. I think both teams want to talk it over. 23:05 left remaining, folks. I want to welcome our viewers joining in on DCTV and Fred TV as well. The Indians and the Hilltoppers are tied with a 0-0 score. Durfee will break the huddle. And Dartmouth will break the huddle again. Whistle has been blown. We're going to get ready to go back to action from the stadium. And a throw in here from Gilmet. And shoving to the ground. And they'll boot it down the field to Andrade. Andrade will scoop it up. It's kicked out of the zone. Rosenberg trying to chase it down. Will be a throw in here for Rosenberg. And kicked out of the zone. We got a foul here. We got an injured Durfee player. That is Abigail Saunders. And the Durfee coach is not happy with the call. That is Tavares. A shot blocked by Montero. So it's going to be another corner here. Great kick by Remy. Just in the hands of the goalie. Great way to get the arms out and kicked out. And Barber will shoot. She scores! Remy Barber puts the Indians up first, 1-0. And Kat will celebrate with her. Great kick, great read, great score. 1-0 Indians. De Silva tries to steal it away. She tries to go for it again. Remy Barber has a pair of goals this season. And they're going to call a foul on Saunders. Nunes, and it will be kicked out. Off the head of Barber. And will be cleared out by Durfee. Durfee will clear that one out, and it's down the field. They boot it. And turn it on the Jets last minute. It's Ava Michelle Fraga trying to chase it down. De Silva will come out. Riley Gagliardi is in for the Indians. Timeout now. We got a officials timeout here on the pitch. We got a fan streak in the field here. Ooh. Whoa, 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 whoa. The Durfee coach and the ref is going at it. Ooh, and shoves the defender there. Ooh, this is some hot mic stuff here. They're really going at it. And Barber will kick this out. But basically, if I had to translate to you, is what they're saying is that what Boudria said was that don't wait for the ball. Just don't wait for the foul. Just go play on. Don't worry about anything. Don't look at the ref. Holy. Back foot pass. Andre tries to chase that one down. And they will kick it out of bounds there. Substitution change coming in for the Indians. It will be Casanera, De Silva, and Emma Garcia, who's in. Nunes, Hathaway, and Barber will take the bench. And it's out of play there. Off of Zexter. It will go out of bounds. And it will be a goal kick from the goalie. Correction, cheese, bro. I should know this by now. Off Garcia. And it's Zexter. Ooh, Zexter gets tripped up. Into Silva. And it's kicked away. Fraga kicks it the wrong direction this time. Goes to Rumsey. And Saunders. It's kicked away. Caniff. Nice help there for Caniff. Along with this week, we have a doubleheader tomorrow for our boys soccer and our football team. I'll be here tomorrow with Landon Almeida to do boys soccer. The kickoff for that is 3:30. It's me, Landon Almeida. Along with that, at night we have football between Barnstable Redhawks and the Dartmouth Indians. The Indians are coming back from a bye week now, and they will hope to look to bounce back here. A save there from Cheesebro off the corner, and she'll drop kick it down the field to Casanera. And De Silva scoops it. Deflected away. Fernandez down the field. Trying to track that one down. She tried to steal it. Andrade tries to catch up to that. Here she goes on the move. Andrade kicking that one out of bounds. And we got the coach talking with one of the Durfee players. It's number 13, Kaylin Kutu. And will be bounced off the head of Zexter. It will be a corner kick now. And along with that coverage tomorrow, we have the Nesba Band Show on Saturday, I believe, here at the stadium. Yeah, the Nesba Band Show's on Saturday here at the stadium. So the Nesba Band Show's also on Saturday, correction. Will be on Channel 9 for you who have cable television. I don't know. Now I'm watching DCTV on YouTube now instead of cable because I don't have cable anymore. We cut the cord a couple months ago. Cheesebro on the save. Yeah, we cut the cord a couple months ago, so you can't get DCTV coverage anymore. Trust me, I would love. I know once in a while I kind of like tune in. I'd be on the treadmill watching some of my old games. You know. Try to stay active as much as you can. Andrade will come in for a substitution coming up. So is Winters. Garcia will... Hathaway will kick it over. Down the field they go. Deflected away. Scooped up by Nunes. Leah Nunes is a freshman, but she's got some power. She's got some speed for this Indians team. You know, we had a lot of freshmen join too. Couple of years, not a couple of years, but like a couple weeks ago, we had Delilah Delacease, who joined in as goalie for a little bit, and then we had Montez going for goalie, and then Kat's goalie now. I can't wait to see what Kat has to prove for this season. She's at 1,400 points. She's gonna break Hunter's record this year. Probably her first 2 games she will. Hunter holds the schoolboys basketball record. The girls basketball record is 1,800 points. So that's one thing Kat wants on her mind, is just to get that 1,800 point and then hopefully have another pair, her duo alongside her ride or die, Remy Barber. You know, they've been friends since they were in elementary, and so far Remy and Kat continue their legacy together. And I know this is their last hurrah with each other, but they want to make it the best one. They want to finish strong between those two. Like a Brian and Stewie Griffin duo. Kicked away there from Barber. And it will be bounced in the zone. And out of bounds there. Another throw in for Durfee. Here's Exter. Here she goes. Down the field they go. It's off the foot of Nunes, and it will be scooped up in the hands of Jayla Montero. Montero will look, and she will drop kick now. Soccer is just a physical sport too. You know, when you get such a physical sport, because you know your shoes can get untied and all that, and you got to wear shin guards, and such a physical sport. They think like, you know, you got to have a lot of agility, you have to have a lot of stamina to do some to play some soccer. And you got to give props to the girls on both sides of the ball. You know, coming from a former football player, I remember those practices in under 30-degree weather. We're freezing my butts off. And we were just freezing our butts off in the freezing cold weather. In the games, we would be playing in Middletown. I remember one game, Middletown, we were freezing. My fingers were frozen. Like, And that's one thing I'll never forget is the cold weather. I loved playing in cold weather. I loved playing in the rain too. But I don't like playing in cold rain. I like playing in hot rain. Because cold rain, you're like so... And Andre trying to catch up to that. But here is Zexter trying to get that. Out of bounds there, off the foot of Ava Bessie. Hathaway down the field. And no bueno there. It's in the hands of Montero. Montero will drop kick it. And it's Nunes. She shoots! She scores! Leah Nunes. 2-0 Dartmouth. She was wide open there. Jukes out the goalie. Great shot. Great goal. And just like that, I think that's her first ever goal of her career. So if that is, what a great start she has had. And she's got a lot more coming. I can just picture it with the next couple of years. I have not. This is my final year here at DCTV, doing sports commentary. I might be back. I've thought of coming back to do some commentary, and just something so I can just work on right now. And I'm doing this commentary just for colleges to look at my highlight reel and whatnot. So I love to continue with this, continue commentating on DCTV. I really like this in many ways, you know. And who wouldn't like to be a commentator on DCTV? You got a fabulous crew like Mike, Dan, and we got Mike, Dan, and Chad. Chad's leaving tomorrow, his last day. And then Peter Chase, who's been a legend of many. And we got to also, I just want to give a shout out to our part-timers as well, John and Dan. And some of our crew members from DHS TV Media who's joined along, and glad that we've had the opportunity in doing games like that. So that will be halftime, folks. The Indians are up 2-0. Let's look at an instant replay right now of the last goal by Leah Nunes. Fakes out the goalie, gets the goal. The Indians 2-0 at the half. We will be right back, folks, after these messages. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this telecast of Dartmouth High girls soccer here. Indians are up 2-0 over the Durfee Hilltoppers. Ben Smith on the call for you guys today. I'm running out of breath because I just ran up the stairs. But so far, Durfee needs to step up on the offensive end and at least score a goal here and play well on defense. That's what the main key is coming into the second half. The Indians keep playing what they're doing right now. Defense, too, been a key factor so far. Catherine Cheesebro is the person that you want to count on for this next 40 minutes to lead this Indians team to victory so far. 2-0 score after one half. And the main key right now is just to close this game off on both sides of the ball. Durfee could tie it or take the win or loss here. Or the Indians can pull it off over the Durfee Hilltoppers and sweep them for the 2024 to 25 season. Indians will have the ball coming on now. And we're back in action here from the stadium. The Indians will have the ball, and it's stolen away from Durfee. Durfee already looks like they have a lot of energy coming into this second half of play. Stripped away on the offensive zone and stolen away from Barber. Now Andrade down the field she goes. Andrade chases it down, will pass it over to Barber. Barber will go over to Winters. Winters down the field will go to Fernandes. Fernandes trying to chase it down. And Durfee will kick it out of bounds there. That is Rachel Sylvia kicking that one out of bounds. A lot of momentum coming into the second half by both sides. The throw in here off the noggin of number 20, that is Presley Yentz. The throw in here for Fernandes will go off of the noggin of Barber. Here goes Nunes. Down the field she goes. Nunes trying to look for her second goal. It's saved there by Montero. Out to Barber. Barber kicks that one away, and it will be in the hands of Montero. Montero will kick that one away, and it will be bounced. Barber lost it for a minute, and it's scooped up by Fraga. Here goes Andrade. Andrade's shot. It's saved there by the goalie. And Fernandez was trying to go for the goal shot there, but it's kicked wide to the left, and it's kicked out of bounds there by Guillemette. Correction there. This was just a critical play here for Durfee. Great save. Just couldn't haul onto that ball. Fraga down the near side, and it's going to be offsides on Fernandez. Ava's just well executed coming into the second half. And a yellow card goes in for number 15, Rachel Sylvia. So Sylvia will sit on the bench. And she'll be replaced by number 2, Giselle Mazette. Yentz. And it's out of bounds there. And it'll be a corner. The corner. It will be off the boot of Barber, and another corner coming up from Abigail Saunders. And Cat underneath there for the save. At halftime, I was just listening to Remy Barber's mother. Busy night for the Barber family. Tomorrow, 3:30, they got girls soccer. Then at 5:15, they got to be at Dartmouth High School for senior night there. They're doing volleyball. Starts at 5:15 there. There's 3 seniors this year, just Kyla, Olivia, and Sydney. Who will be graduating this year. Only 2 seniors. 3 seniors for this Indians team. Handball there. That one is kicked out of bounds, and the Indians will do a throw in here. What a great throw in by Haley Zexter. Another throw in here. Here's Andrade. Here she goes down the field. And saved again. Ooh, they're getting too physical here at Durfee. Now it's out to Fernandez. Great dish now. Ooh! What a hit there from Braga. Football type hit there. Ooh, what a hit. Yeah, she got away with a foul though. Without a foul.
Hey, retaliate with that.
And a foul there from Barber. And Saunders is slow to get up after that one. Bounce in the near field. And it's cleared away. Now Andrade trying to chase it down with Jayla Montero. Ooh, bad opportunity there for Durfee. And now Andrade tries to chase it down. She tries to, but it's going to be a throw-in here for the Indians. And it'll be a throw-in to Nunes. Looked for winners there. Zexter down the field. Not a ref. And Ava Fernandez stealing that one away. They're going to get a warning there. It's stolen away. The kick deflected off the crossbar. Great play there for Durfee, and a foul coming in. Ooh. That was such a good kick. Off the crossbar. And a timeout called on the field. I think they want to talk it over. It's a cold one here at the stadium for sure. And it's 56, but it feels like 48 degrees because of the wind chill going on. But it's a really good night for soccer. 12 mile per hour winds, 54, and it feels like 45 degrees. Like I said earlier, like I wanted to turn my heater on yesterday, and like I wanted to turn my heater on yesterday, but like it's gonna be 70s next week. Along with that, coming up tomorrow, we have a doubleheader matchup for boys soccer against Greater New Bedford Voc Tech. Henry Almeida comes to town to face off against his familiar friend Info. Friendly rivalry between both him and Josh Silva, who's such a good two of the best coaches in the area, both him and Sylvia. Henry Almeida, great UMass Dartmouth boys soccer coach legend. Great Dartmouth High School soccer legend as well. His daughter, Sydney, does track, and she plays field hockey for Dartmouth. She's a junior this year. And then afterwards, we got boys football, trying to hopefully get a win over a really red-hot Barnstable team. Barnstable lost last week to Bishop Hendricken, and it was close. So it's going to be a lot of stuff on the line between both Dartmouth. And a foul coming up here. Ooh. And a foul coming from Kaylin Kudu. She had an issue earlier with the refs, and she got 2 warnings already. And it's kicked away. Let's look at a replay of the foul here. I don't know if that's a foul, though. And Barber collides in with Andrade into traffic. Kicked onto the far side of the field. Nunes tries to scoop it up, and it will be kicked out of bounds. They're going to get a foul here. It will be off of Zexter again. Tips away. Ooh, Durfee, swing and a miss. Nunes looks. Nunes got time. She'll shoot it, and it'll be wide to the left there. And it'll be a goal kick here for Montero. Madeline Hargreaves. Critical turnover there. Back over to Winters. Winters down the field. They go. It's Fernandez. Here she goes. Now to Winters. Winters shot. Over to Andrade. Oh, wide to the left there. What a shot, but... Ooh, what a look at this. Ooh, try to go for the tip in. That was such a great angle. That probably would have been the dagger, honestly, if they ended up putting up another goal. Maybe we'll see what happens in the next 25 minutes. Off of Winters. Down the field they go, and it's kicked away from Hathaway. And Braga, here she goes. Splits Hathaway down the field, kicks that one away. Hathaway will regain possession. Ooh, and Barber slow to get up after getting hit on the play there. Ooh. Caniff will kick that one out. Cheeseboro has just been quiet coming into this second half. Only one save so far. Actually, I lied. That was 2. Running into traffic there. De Silva along with Presley Yentz. And they're going to get a foul. And it's going to be a goal kick now. I don't understand. Let me see. Ah, yeah, she shoved from the back. By the skin of... By a hair, that's going to be... That is not a goal kick. You can hear Boudreaux wants more in the middle now. And it's in. Madeline Hargreaves cuts it to a 1-point game now. 22:55 left remaining. It's one Cat wants back. Just needed a dive there. And they chase him down the field. Andrade keeps it in bounds. Montero with the save. Ooh. De Silva's so physical there. Both teams are not liking the officials today. And the shot from Nunes, no good. And in the hands. Needed to kick that one a little bit harder, though, that time around. Boudreaux is ticked off. De Silva down the field, and she wants to kick that one away. And that's out of bounds. Caniff tries to track it down. It'll be a goal kick. What Boudreaux doesn't like is when they hold him back like that. I don't understand, because that holds you from an opportunity of giving them a goal. I know it's going to be a goal kick, but like plays like this, when you're in your defensive end, you got to play strong defense. Now Andrade, here she goes down the field. Ooh, collides there. Oh, he's gone away and offsides. Ooh. And it's going to be a red card. Oh, a yellow. They are really just giving out cards today to Durfee. Nunes down the field. Handball there. Kaylin Kudu got the yellow card along with Rachel Silva, who also got a yellow earlier in the game. What I really don't like nowadays is that sometimes referees can impact the game in some sort of ways. So, when it's a critical moment, like you're deep in the 5 and then you get called for pass interference, you can't call it pass interference when it's like 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. And when it's under like 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter and you're in the 5-yard line, let the play on, man. Especially if you're on defense. Montero will scoop it up. Stolen away to Andrade. Andrade, here she goes. She shoots it, and it's going to be saved there by Montero. Gloved in once again. Jayla Montero, just a great game so far for her. And this will be a throw in here. And another substitution change will come. Actually, it will be a throw in for Durfee. Gagliardi comes in. De Silva will go to the benches. And so is Rosenberg comes back in. Ooh, bad opportunity here. Down the field they go. Braga right in front. And kicked away. Barber once again with the goal kick. 16 minutes left remaining. 2-1 score. The Indians are leading over the Durfee Hilltoppers. Now here's a throw-in from Rosenberg, and it'll be off of Andrade. Another throw-in here coming up. Down the field, here is Yentz. Yentz shoots and wide. And this will be a goal kick now. Zexter will come back in, and so is Fernandez. O'Neal and Rosenberg will take the bench. Off of Fraga. Now down the field. They go. The shot and the glove of Cheesebro. Cheesebro's in street clothes now. It's really a cold day. That's how you know when your goalie's in street clothes in this weather. Good old joggers. Great plays on defense so far. Special teams, special players, I gotta say. A lot of physicality. Both sides of the ball. Coming into the second half, Hathaway comes out and she'll take the bench. De Silva comes in. And Durfee turning up the gas. Late here. And shot. And deflected. And they want a PK. But it's whistled dead. And this one will be a corner. Ooh, that's... Yeah, she wanted a PK. But it's going to be a corner. Kutu for the corner. And it'll be saved there by Cheesebro. And she'll swing a wing and a prayer down the field. And down the field is Fernandez. And that'll be out of reach, and they're going to let that one roll out of bounds. This one's going to be a throw-in from De Silva from the back end, and it will be, we have 12 minutes left remaining on this Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening for you guys. Sunset is just 30 minutes time. It's weird because the time change is going to mess everybody up soon because it's going to mess everybody up soon with daylight savings time. You know, your sleep schedule is going to go back an hour. You get an extra hour of sleep. And like daylight savings time, it's going to be darker. I don't know about you, but I like daylight savings time because it gets darker in the wintertime. It's weird. I don't even know why I like that, but you know, it's under the lights. Fall sports is the best time of year, but like when you're in this cold like this, nope, no bueno. 10:45 left remaining. Barber will kick this one out. Braga steals that one away. Runs and collides with Caniff. And the shot. Saved there by Cheesebro. What I really said in these next couple minutes is that they really need to rely on Cheesebro. And, Fernandez tried to chase that one out of bounds, chase that one down the field, but that one will roll out of bounds. Now we're under the lights now. Winters grabbed the ponytail of number 5, Saunders. they'll kick it. And they're going to call a foul there on Braga. After she wrapped around Winters there. Yeah, a lot of contact there. Oh, lost the handle on that one. Ooh. Final 8.5 minutes to go. Clock will stop at 5. So Gagliardi tried to chase it down. It's going to be we're going to have substitution change. Now it's going to be a goal kick coming up. It's Hathaway coming in. Gagliardi will go out. Great day for Gagliardi. Kicks that one away from the zone. It's bounced. Andrade scoops it up. And they go down the field. It is Nunes. 2-on-1. Nunes kicks it out. Nunes trying to get it. She regains possession down the field. And it's shot in the hands of Jayla Montero. Great play there from Montero, and spun away. Back out to Barber. Barber down the field. She goes. It's going to be kicked out of bounds in a corner. Coming in for the Indians. 6:40 left remaining. In the corner. Off of Sexter. And it will roll out of bounds here and will be a goal kick once again for Durfee. Andre down the field she goes. And we'll trap. Ooh, and a shoving there. Now they're going to call a foul. Delayed call there, though. Yeah, shoved her out of the way. Boudreaux was like, come on, man. Right there in front of the goal. And it's deflected in. Braga regains possession for Durfee. Down the field they go, and it's off to De Silva. De Silva takes that one away. Durfee is just playing physical. And a shot. Ooh, what a shot there. Boudreaux is just like a little too high there. By the way, I predicted this score to be 2-1. So I hope it stays like this. I predicted Dartmouth winning 2-1. So, and it's kicked down the field now. And Caitlin Kudu going back to the ref and saying that's been 3 times since that has happened and you have not called that. This is just a big moment for Dartmouth here. 2-1 score right now. They are under 5 minutes left remaining. One boot of the leg from Hargreaves. Down the field they go. And it's kicked out of the zone by Hathaway. And Andrade will kick it out. Will go back out to Hargreaves again. Kicked out of the zone again. Once it'll be out of bounds. A frigid night from the stadium. Probably almost have like 2 minutes left remaining now. They will clear it out and will go off the head there. Be out of bounds there. Woo! What a pass there. Just did a cartwheel. Did we end up getting a shot of that, man? And it's down the field here. Scooped up. Andrade right in the wrong way, and that will be kicked out of bounds. Let's look at an instant replay now of that cartwheel. Look at this throw-in. This is magnificent. I've never seen something like this. Woo! They have under 90 seconds. Avi Andrade. Back out. Oh! Great opportunity there for Ava Fernandez. That would have been the dagger to this one. Just couldn't get that outside read. Look at this kick. Ooh, just couldn't chase up to that one. That was a great shot. Great execution there for Andrade. Ooh, down the field, and they're going to call a foul. Kicked out of bounds. You have under 60 seconds now. Durfee needs to clock up something in the next 30 seconds. Dartmouth's defense has to hold on here. It slipped up, and they're going to call a foul now. Wait, hold on. Ooh, I don't think she extended. That shouldn't have been a foul. And Durfee has one more time to decide this one. Off the boot of Hargreaves. Here she goes. The shot. And in! Durfee ties it up in the last minute. Lana Braga. And there you go. Down the middle. Great shot. And the last second goal. And that'll be it. I can't believe it, man. The only game I call my cousin's game, she scores the last second goal, and it's what a game from both sides. And Durfee came back in, tied this game up 2-2. Folks, all right, let's look at all the scores this time around. Remy's goal to start this one, 1-0 to start it off. And then back out to Nunes, 2-0. That will be the only 2 goals for the Indians. And then two fouls coming up. Hargreaves scores this one. Cat should have dove for that one, I feel like. And then to close it out for you all, Alana Braga header. Game. The Indians and Durfee tied up with a 2-2 final score. Folks, great game, both sides. Durfee came back in the last second and took a tie to Durfee. Took a tie to Dartmouth. For our entire crew here, Dan Medeiros, our director, our cameraman, and crew, John in the truck, and Dan, Molly, and Percy, I'm Ben Smith, saying so long, everybody.